So the Electronic Frontier Foundation, you're the attorney that represented them, was able to have some of these search warrants and affidavits unsealed, correct?
Yes. So in the course of our lawsuit, we forced the county to disclose all of the actual search warrants, as well as in one case, the full search warrant packet that included the search warrant affidavit. That was because the issuing court had never actually sealed the search warrant affidavit. And from there, we were able to learn details about a particular investigation and a use of a search warrant to track an individual who was wanted for a serious crime, an assault, and actually also learned from a second case that involved an effort to try to apprehend a fugitive. So we got a little bit of insight with that, with those materials that are disclosed. And it was only the search warrant affidavits themselves in 7 cases in which the county sought to withhold, in which the trial court, as well as the appellate court, ruled that the public had no right to access.
Does anyone who could have been included in these data gathering events without their knowledge from Stingray or cell site simulators, is there any way that you can find out the date, then the location? Was that shown on the documents that were unsealed?
Not necessarily. So some of the search warrants described sort of when they plan to use them, but because we also did not see the returns from the search warrants, those were also withheld. We don't actually know when exactly, in most cases, when they were deployed and sort of where. And so the average person, say, who was in a particular area in which a cell site simulator was deployed, would not know, and the public generally does not know, sort of whether or not their information was captured by a cell site simulator. Of course, that's the entire point of these technologies. They trick our cell phones into thinking that they're nearby cell towers when they're not working for your cell phone provider to sort of transmit your calls and your text. They are instead working for law enforcement to surveil individuals, and all of us who are just happen to be in the area get caught up in that surveillance.